Hey, what is up everybody? CrazycolinPro here, and today we have another video on the Smogon tier changes. Last time was Pheromosa. This time, as I think we kind of talked about in the actual Pheromosa video, Mega Metagross has finally, like, this has been kind of a thought process since Mega Metagross, like, came out in Pokemon, but it has finally been banned. It's never been banned before, so, right? I don't believe so.
Nope, at least not on Smogon. It's been banned on the archaic website known as Pokemon Online.
But yeah, so it's finally been banned. Like, it's been overpowered for a very long time, but it's just never.
Oh yeah.
But this was a really close ban. Like, if you look at the votes versus eligible voters, the ban percent, blah blah blah, pretty close. But it has finally been banned, and there's some good reason for it. I would just say it's always been probably one of the best megas in the game, like, besides like the crazy Ubers, like Mega Rayquaza stuff. I would say Mega Metagross is like the best mega in the meta, arguably. It's like up there, top two, I would say. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I would. Well, out of all the megas in OU, it is by far the best.
Yeah, definitely.
It fits on the most teams. It's most splashable compared to mons like Mega Sableye that are really good but can only really fit on specific builds.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that I think banning it is going to be really interesting, because we were just talking about this right before we started recording. There isn't a lot to take the place of all the different things it can do. It can cover earthquakes. It can be it gets so much coverage, and then that coverage isn't like nerfed at all because it has such a crazy high attack and speed stat that it just kind of hits anyway, and it's fine. It's pretty crazy. And then the stab.
So a majority of the megas right now in OU are really specifically used for wall breaking, but don't have the speed that Mega Metagross had, so nothing's going to be taking its place until something else gets released along the lines of Mega Diancie, Mega Lopunny.
Yeah, Mega Diancie will actually be pretty good in the meta. Now that,
yeah, I can see it being pretty good.
So yeah, and then of course just Steel typing is obviously like one of the best typings just overall, but then having such a high attack stat and having good Steel stab and just being like, what, Meteor Mash, you were talking about this earlier, Meteor Mash spam.
Yeah, Meteor Mash spam is completely viable. Like, you don't even have to predict too much with Mega Metagross, even if your opponent has something like Fizz Def Tangrowth in the back or something like a Slowbro, because if you get the +1 with Meteor Mash, then the former counter is no longer a counter.
Yeah, it's over. And having Bullet Punch is just kind of like icing on the cake. You can,
oh yeah,
it does quite a lot. So yeah, it's finally been banned, and I don't really know. I would just say that the reason that it is now is because of all the new Tapus and like the fairies and the lack of counters. It's never really had great counters, but especially now when like teams are being built around Pokemon that are weak to Mega Metagross again, like, it's just kind of, I think it's deserving. I don't really like it. Like, just personally, I love Mega Metagross. Like, I've always liked it, probably just because I'm bad and it's really good, so it's like easy. But it's just fun to use, and it checks a lot of things. And now there's just like a handful of Pokemon that are a lot better. Like, they aren't better, but they're just better to run because there isn't just a guaranteed Mega Metagross on every single team. So
yeah, like mons like Kyurem Black and Tyranitar.
Yeah, exactly.
Are way better now.
Exactly. So we talked about this a little bit. Anything else you want to add, Rennie?
Not really, no. It's just like Mega Metagross had some unique new ways of breaking some of its best counters, like Mega Scizor. Like, a lot of people started using HP Fire Mega Metagross, funnily enough, which is situational, but it's, once again, just another way to break a counter.
Yeah.
So it's just very hard to deal with.
And I'm just looking here. It gets like Hammer Arm. It gets like so much. It just, like the different punches, like the Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. That's just kind of like, there.
Also, it benefits from all the terrains with the Tapus.
Yeah.
Electric terrain, Thunder Punch to break Skarmory. Misty terrain blocks status. Psychic terrain boosts Zen Headbutt. Grassy terrain nerfs EQ and heals you, which is great because Metagross is so fat.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. These stats are. I mean, it's not like they're anything new. We've known this for years, but man, this is a crazy good Pokemon. It makes you wonder sometimes how it hasn't been banned sooner, but it's, I don't know.
I guess a big problem for it in ORAS was that you didn't get the speed boost on Mega Evolution, so you couldn't safely Mega Evolve on Pokemon like Latios.
Yeah.
If you tried to do ORAS, you'd be forced to take a Draco Meteor and you'd lose like 65. But now it has just way more ample opportunities to Mega Evolve.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So Goodbye, Metagross. And now just looking at the current OU tier, like there's plenty of stuff that hasn't come out yet, like megas and stuff like that. But do you see anything else that is gonna really benefit from this ban, and something that might benefit so much, or is just already overpowered, that might be getting tested next? Like we kind of, I wouldn't say we predicted it, like it was just kind of an easy name to throw out there, but last time we were kind of accurate about the Metagross. So what now? I think you were saying Greninja?
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying Greninja's gotta go. I somewhat agree with it. It's kind of incredibly tiresome to deal with because like it's so hard to counter. You have to find out what moves it's running. Like
Yeah,
there's no
definitely.
one true check to it just because it has so many options like HP Fire for Ferrothorn, Extra Sensory for Toxapex, stuff like that.
Yeah, I can agree with that, and it's just like the fact that you can run Greninja or Ash Greninja, and
Yeah.
you don't really know until you're in the situation where you have to deal with it. So I guess it kind of, I wouldn't say it gets a free kill, but it can definitely kind of get a free kill as you're trying to judge what it is. So, but just looking at how close the vote was from Metagross, I'm not sure if they suspect test Greninja, if it will actually go through, because I feel like there'd be a lot more people against banning Greninja than there were like against banning Metagross or whatever. So I don't know, but I definitely I agree with that. This will probably get tested sometime soon, but I feel like I understand why, but I don't know if it quite deserves it. I feel like the meta would just get really, really bulky again if they did that, but maybe not. There's still like Tapu Koko, and there's new megas that have to come out, like what we were saying, Lopunny and all that.
Yeah.
Some of the Ultra Beasts might get to flourish a little bit, like slower things like Buzzwole might. Although I guess Buzzwole is a counter to Greninja, wouldn't really have anything to do with it, but you know what I'm saying. I think, I don't know. We'll see how the meta plays out, and just like the other half of that, do you think there's any Pokemon that really, really benefit from this? We were saying Tyranitar. We were saying, what else did you say? Tyranitar and
Kyurem Black.
Kyurem
Black should be way better than it was before. It still has its problems, but now it's infinitely more viable. I think T-Tar is a lot better than it was before too.
Yeah,
A lot
for
easier
sure.
to use. Tapu Lele is the big one that people are concerned with. A lot of people have been saying that now that Gross is out of the tier, Tapu Lele is going to be busted.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
true.
that's the case. I think it's going to be way better because it just lost one of its best offensive checks. But
Yeah.
it's way scarier than it was before. I can agree with that.
Yeah, because there really isn't a lot that can like swap into like any steel type or whatever. But then, what are you gonna do then? Like you swap in with your Skarmory to resist the Psychic. Then what? What are you gonna do? Like there's not a lot. That's fair. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just have to see. So when does this go into effect? When can you stop playing on Showdown with it, or is it already in effect?
I am not even sure. I didn't look at Showdown today.
Yeah, I have no idea because it's still in the tier. So I don't like technically, but it's
Well,
gone
I'll say
now.
so in the builder. It's gone for good. The suspect ladder's still up for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just gonna be gone for good.
Well, there goes.
No longer usable.
There goes Metagross. Leagues have caught on before this, but
Yeah.
now it's gone. So anyway, that's that. I guess we'll see what kind of effect it has. I like the point you made about Tapu Lele. That'll definitely be interesting to see how it plays out. But yeah, what do you guys think about the Metagross ban? Do you agree with it? Do you think it should have happened earlier? Do you think it should have happened at all? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to check out RennyT's channel in the description, although he's in like 90% of my videos, so you've probably already checked him out. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.